Hey, everybody! Hey! Piano player, over there! You ever heard that term, shoot the piano player? Ah, right on. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. My name is Sean. What's everyone's name? Everyone say your name at one time. Say a little bit louder. I didn't get them all.
There you are.
Oh, okay. Bobby didn't get that either, so say it really loud. Come on.
All right. That sounds like blah, 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 blah.
Hey, what year is it?
2022.
Yeah, because it's been like 3 years since we all converged on each other. It's kind of weird, right? Let's all look each other in the eye. Let's all turn to your neighbor and look them in the eye. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy.
All right. Enough of this stuff. Enough of this being neighborly stuff.
We're here for the Puppet Slam. Everyone give a round of applause for the Puppet Slam.
Now, my name is Bobby Burns. That's right. And I've been around here a long time. And this guy, have you heard that song? It's Down to Me.
What?
A Rolling Stones song? You know? Under my thumb. Well,
I'm his thumb. I'm his mouth.
yes. It's down to him. When I speak, when I'm spoken to. That's right. Wow. Whoa. Hey.
So I want to thank. Wow, there's so much. Someone handed this to me, and this whole theme of this show is the thin veil. Yeah, you know what that means? You know what the thin veil is? It's the time period when our ancestors are right next to us. And November 11th apparently is the day of the days, but there's a whole couple weeks of this period of time. All Hallows Eve, All Halloween, all kind of go together.
Yeah. Get to the road. Get to the good stuff. Okay. All right.
So I want to thank Ben for representing the sanctuary. The College Corps volunteers. Yeah, they have a program here. They're having a program here where they have college students come in and help with the sanctuary. Because the sanctuary is growing so big and so expansive that they need help. And they reached out to the community because this is a community place. And we are the community, right? Yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause for being the community. And, you guys didn't have any of this, but all the puppets did is the food that we ate downstairs. And that, thanks James Zeller for doing that. And special thanks to Sean for supporting the live stream. This is being filmed live, I think. Yeah. Holy crapola.
Oh, I was supposed to say that part. Holy crapola. Hey.
Yeah. Bobby's really annoying.
No, I'm not.
And Linda for greetings to supporters. She was the one that took me out of that thing. Let me see, what else is here? Technical Magic by Alex. Yeah. And I think that's about it. So the thin veil is, I don't know, we had a lot of people die over the last few years, and it's been a while since we've been all together. And so this is a commemorating all those people that have come and gone, and they're still coming and going. It's nonstop. It's a big cycle. And I also want to thank the Puppet Slam, International Puppet Slam organization that this is part of. Puppet Slams are happening all over the United States right now. And Puppet Slams are supposed to be short and sweet. So all these little shows we're doing are all going to be short and sweet and around 8 minutes long. And if they're any longer than that, then we have a yanker. Yeah. And that person literally yanks him off the stage. So let's give a round of applause for the yanker. Yeah. And oh yeah, this is sponsored by the Jim Henson Foundation. Yeah. So who knows who Jim Henson was? Yeah. And why are we so into puppets? Okay, they're awesome. What's another reason we're into puppets?
They make us feel like God.
They make us feel like gods. No, I'm a god.
They can be what we can't.
They can be what we can't. Okay, what else? What else?
Yeah, we get to be something more than what we are usually.
R, like the letter R?
People listen to puppets.
Oh yeah, people listen to puppets, yeah. What else? What's another one?
Make our hands talk.
Make our hands talk, yeah.
Have new friends.
Make new friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also get rid of old clothes that you want to get rid of by turning into a puppet, you know? What's another one? What's a good one?
Magic.
Magic, yeah.
They're story tales tellers, but in a special way.
Oh yeah. And people listen to puppets actually. You know, Sesame Street showed that kids who had problems talking with adults would gladly talk to a piece of material with googly eyes, you know? No problem. So this is to all the googly eyes and the dirty clothes. Come on, a round of applause for the googly eyes. Oh, so I think that's everything that's been written on this piece of paper that I didn't write. And I'm not going to thank the puppeteers until you see them. And what was that? Oh, you know what time of year it is?
It's duck season.
What? It's starting to get cold. And what happens when it starts getting cold? Oh my God! They're heading east, right? Which way are they heading? Are they heading north?
South.
Are they heading west?
South.
Oh my gosh. Those are Canuckian ducks. Look at Canuck, man. Come on, get those ducks going out of here. Come on. Get these ducks out of here. We got a show to do. Hey, get those ducks out of here. Now, you Canuckians. Yeah, you're crossing borders, huh? Eating on our grass. I can see you guys in the fields over there eating grass. That's our grass. Where are you taking it? You're taking it to Canada? Huh? You're taking it to Mexico? Huh? Yeah, go south, you goose you. Yeah, that was exciting, wasn't it? Oh, wow. Yeah. Can I get a piano roll there? Okay. You know, my name is Boobeeboo. It's actually Bobby Burns, but I also go by Boobeeboo. And it's really funny because the first performance is, it's Welcome to Boobeeboo Island presents Poochpoo's Burden. All right, yeah. So you gotta turn your head that way.
Poochpoo makes his way through the darkened cavern deep underground. His heart is as heavy as the weight he carries on his back. No other sound can be heard through these lonely earthen passages, yet his thoughts race wildly. He vividly recalls what recently transpired, hours ago, maybe even days. This dark place warps his sense of time, emblazoned on his memory, the sight of the beloved taproot, Kukwatau, severed gently and completely from the massive root system of the Notchascotch tree. There, in the soft diminishing light of shining Land, where the refuse still smoldered for a little longer, the tiny people carried the taproot to Poochpoo where he stood. He beheld the crusted face of Kukwatau, through eyes blurred with tears, tears that seemed to be trickling through the matted rivulets of fur. As he wept then, Kukwato softly spoke.
Peace to you, gentle heart. Rejoice now, for we are free from our decaying remains.
Do we hear no? Will you tell me them tale again?
Suck another piece of my flesh, and I will show you.
As Poochpoo chews another earthy piece of root, Kukwato speaks into Poochpoo's mind softly.
A long season ago, my tree, luscious stood as the center of life in the land. In time, my spawns went away to another place, but one of them was consumed by the great black viper, Ozaki. Out of her, my spawn grew into its own tree, and Kastel. The light which emanated from my tree was equaled by the shadow from Kinetic, which burned with black fire. Over time, people ate of the fruit of the Kinetic tree, and they too rooted into the ground as trees and burned with black fire. The roots of my tree and those of Kinetic intertwined deep, so deep that they reached the lava far below. Then, story you know, the lava broke forth and split my tree, becoming the great volcano. The land split away to float as an island. My remains diminished in their light, yet the tree of shadow and its spawns remain rooted now, still burning black fire to this day, and the very balance of life is upset in this small land. And now a shifting appears, the time now to reconcile the taproots. We make our way to the lair of the Slash, who has taken possession of the taproot. We must enter this one, so that the new trees can have a light to grow now. Oh, gentle heart, many more happenings have been told and decided, happenings yet to be, and happenings already come to pass.
Which happenings, dear root, on what is to be?
What is to be, we shall see, gentle heart.
Poochpoo sighs and trudges along. As they make their way through the musty corridors to their destination, another voice emerges within the dark.
Who is it that enters my domain?
It is we who are the taproot in our lair.
I know your smell, and yet you hold something as well that eludes us. Come closer.
I fear Cook.
Do not fear, gentle heart. Kook! I know this name, and yet I know from very far ago. A true source, clearly you are, and yet now are born by one who reek of our fermented juice. What draws you this way? We come as one called to our very spawn, the very spawn which you hold and which holds you. Now I know you, and in the same way you shall know me. That which you call your spawn is my very jewel, and I the jewel's guardian. It is I who protect the jewel's very secrets, and I the keeper of their ancient knowledge. They rest within me, and within me they shall ever remain. Yes, they who you call your jewel, they are our spawn and kindred. We come to have audience with this one before our
What will you have me do, my cook?
One more endeavor we ask of you, gentlemen.
Will you tell me now to endeavor that to wait?
We will not tell you now this endeavor, but if you listen and wait, you will know both the endeavor and the time of the endeavor's unfolding.
If you will not tell me now to endeavor, then I will listen and wait, my cook.
Throughout a long while, Poochpoo trudges upward through narrow, dank passages. The air here heavy without breath for a long while. As he goes, the passages grow steeper until he must extend his claws into the soft earth to gain ground. As he progresses, he picks up a scent from afar. He knows the scent of death, and yet this contains a sweet note.
Wow. Was that it? Are you done? Wow, that was amazing.
Part one.
Part one, oh yeah. This guy's show was so big that we had to break it into 2 pieces. Yeah. And I told him, keep your pieces short, right? And he goes, okay, I'll break it into 2, right? So you're probably wondering why I only have 1 hand. Well, have you ever had someone tell you that biting your nails is a bad habit? Yes. I had to learn the hard way. Anyways, I got new glasses. Hey, whoa. You know, life was getting kind of depressing, so I needed to have some rosy red lights in my life, you know? Yeah. So anyways, wow, that was really cool. I like that music. So now we have, wait a minute, let me say this, come on. Okay, let me, come on, dude.
I can say it.
You want to say it?
Yeah. The Kinetic Paranormal Society! And before we begin, I just want to say that this special presentation is to bring awareness to a very real disease, cognitive bias. Cognitive bias inflicts 100% of all adults and 500% of all children. If it goes untreated, it can lead to skewed perspectives, entrenched beliefs, and enjoying the smell of one's own farts. Don't go unchecked. Question yourself today and tomorrow, and so forth. Bounce your ideas off of your friends. And even bounce your ideas off of your friends that really often don't agree with you. You gotta pressure test these things, okay? Okay, there, I said it, and you get it. Okay, that's a theme. It's gonna go down the show.
Mr. Bartleby, can you hear me?
That you may know?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I want to do the
Oh, yeah. I'll do it. I'm gonna start. Brace yourself. Brace yourself! Let's get kinetic. Kinetic Paranormal Society.
We have a wardrobe, a magic wardrobe.
It traps in space,
It traps in time,
it traps in multiple dimensions.
there is levels and fires, dragons,
Tells an alien.
ha ha ha.
Kinetic. Kinetic Paranormal Society. Ba 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 ba. We're waiting for our stagehand to come back. Okay. Okay. Wow, guys.
Oh boy, this is so exciting. I finally get to go on my first real ghost hunt.
Don't get too excited, Mango. It's usually never actually ghosts.
Shh, Artemis! Don't tell him anything. He's still so impressionable. It's important he go into this with no expectations.
You don't have to worry about that, Bartleby. I wouldn't recognize an expectation even if I found it, right where I thought it would be.
That's the spirit, Mango. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, why would I be afraid?
Artemis, I told you to stop filling his head with ideas. We want him to be totally neutral observer. His mind should be clean as a whistle.
Like this?
Perfect. Okay, come on. This looks like the place.
Oh, my. This old architecture is certainly foreboding. Come along, Mango. Mango, come along! Hold up, I'm coming! Hello, did you call about a ghost problem? Are you guys the Kinetic Paranormal Society?
None other than me, Bartleby, my brother, Artemis, and our junior investigator, Mango.
Cool. Come on in, yeah, I got some serious ghost problems. Oh dear, just what I feared. It's the serious kind. Oh, show! We'd better stay on our toes.
Oh, I forgot my ballet shoes.
No, Mango, it's a metaphor for staying sharp and keeping our mind alert.
Oh, I didn't bring my wedding stone either, or my thinking cap. I'm not prepared at all.
Okay, that's enough out of you two. Artemis, I told you to stop giving him any impressions. This is his first ghost hunt. No expectations. Remember?
I didn't tell him anything.
And Mango?
Yeah?
Clean as a whistle. Now, back to business. First, logistics. Artemis, take notes.
Why am I the one always taking notes?
Because you're the literal one?
I think you mean literate one.
See what I mean? You take the notes.
Fine. Wow, you guys are like super professional. Word.
I know, right? They're my heroes.
Before we begin, who might you be?
My name's Slam Dog. What up? What? It's written here on my sweater. I live here. And you say you have a ghost haunting? Oh, show, straight up. There's always spooky stuff going on around here. I got some ghosts in the house.
Can you give us some examples of spooky stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when I'm laying down some new tracks and I'm spitting some rhymes, like right after that little brief meeting with Mr. Split, if you know what I mean. I get back to the recording studio and I can't find my microphone. And then I find my microphone and the mic cable disappears. And then I find that and the mic stand's gone and then it's back and it's crazy. It's like some spooky stuff.
I'm still not sure this is actually a ghost.
Oh, man.
I told you not to get excited about it. I think it's probably this Mr. Split fellow. You'd better keep an eye on him.
Do you have any other examples?
Yeah. Every now and then, I come home and all my MIDI tracks, my MIDI machines, they're stacked up to the ceiling.
You don't say.
Yeah. And sometimes things just float off the shelves and through the air.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
And sometimes I wake up in the morning and the song I was working on the previous night is totally done, like backup vocals and everything. This does sound like ghosts.
Well, maybe not. It could be cobbler's elves. It does sound rather efficient task-oriented in the early hours of the morning. Do you have, does anyone else live in this big old house besides yourself?
Besides Mr. Split, of course. Nah, just me right now. That's how I knew to call you guys. I'm out of roommates to blame.
That settles it. Let's split up. Meet back here in 3 minutes.
I'm nervous.
We know you are, Artemis. Just go back up, check the upstairs. Mango, you stay on this floor, and I'm gonna go to the basement where with my luck lately, I'll probably see nothing at all.
Fine, but if something horrifying happens to me, it's all your fault.
Don't mind him, Mango. He doesn't mean it. Is your whistle clean? Perfect.
I guess I'm gonna go and make some snacks then.
Well, I guess all that's left for me is to wait here until I get haunted. Artemis? What is it, Artemis? Did you stub your toe?
Oh, I cannot bear it!
What's wrong, Artemis?
You didn't hear that? Ah, there it is!
Artemis? Hi there. What are you up to?
Oh, me? Not much. Just thinking about stacking stuff to the ceiling. They don't build enough columns in these modern houses.
You sure don't. Not enough archways either.
Yeah, my man. That's what I'm talking about.
And more sliders and lines, too. I mean, yeah, Isaac, like the game.
Letters and slides. Yeah, totally. You get it. What's your name, friend?
Oh, me? My name's Mingo. Mingo Sprinkle from Durango. Middle name, Flamingo.
Well, like the fruit? Nice.
And what's your name?
You know, I don't think anyone's ever asked me that. I've known by many names. Just none of them can be said in your dimension.
Oh, well, how about I make up the name for you?
Well, that sounds awfully kind of her. Sure, make me up a name.
Okay, let's see. Something original. Right off the top of the head. Right off the old dome. How about Mr. Spliff?
That sounds somehow familiar.
Hey, you know what, Mr. Spliff? My friend Bartleby would love to meet you. He doesn't think he'll meet any ghosts today. You just wait right here and I'll go get him.
Well, this is awkward.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone here? Hello?
Can I interest you in a saxophone?
Excuse me?
A saxophone, my friend. I happen to be a saxophone salesman.
How did you know I've been thinking about getting a saxophone?
As a saxophone salesman, I can assure you that pretty much everybody has recently been thinking of getting a saxophone. You should make an order now while supplies last. If you sign up now, I can get you in the Saxophone of the Month Club.
Oh man, I really want to. But I should check in with Artemis first. This sounds like a big commitment.
I understand. You talk it over with the missus, and I'll just step into my office here and start drawing up the payment plan.
Oh boy! Hey, Artemis!
I'm telling you, it was terrifying. Anyone want some pocket pizza?
Artemis, there you are. Check it out. I just talked to a saxophone salesman.
Oh no, not this again.
Oh, there you are, Bartleby. I'm going to go find Mr. Split.
Whatever are you talking about, Mango? Saxophone salesman? I don't know any saxophone salesmen.
Oh, sure you do. They went into their saxophone salesman office just in the adjacent room to the over there.
That's closet.
full of saxophones.
Not mostly just kazoos. I should go check my menu. Do you want a pocket pizza?
No thanks.
Run for your lives!
Oh boy. We better go.
Oh, well, can we come back next week? Mr. Split and I are planning a ballet. It's all about a knife sharpener. We're composing the entire score out of whistling.
Yeah, sure. Fine by me. Maybe we can talk Artemis into joining the Saxophone of the Month Club. But who am I kidding? Artemis will never go for it. But, hold on. Did you say a closet full of kazoos?
Word!
Then it's settled. We'll see you next week. Later, Slam. Sorry we couldn't find your ghost problem.
And next week I'm going to bring my thinking cap. Bye!
Okay, well, I guess I'll go make us some pocket pizza. Oh. Wow. I always thought you were just my imaginary friend. I didn't know anyone else could see you. I didn't know you had pocket pizza. Well, this is awkward. So, what's up with always stacking my middies?
Let's get kinetic. Kinetic Royal Society.
We have a whole a magical world.
Trust your sense, trust your time.
Trust your multiple dimensions.
There will be vampires that experience.
Ha ha ha.
Let's get kinetic. Kinetic Paranormal Society. Thank you all so much. We'll be celebrating. Look away, pay no attention.
Leaving deposits of poop everywhere. So the next thing we got here is gonna make a little announcement so we all know who you are. But we have a Damla and Alice and Grayson, and they're gonna do something about pie.
Hi. I want to introduce you a part of me. Hello. Has anyone here had a pie before? Yes. What kind of pie?
Pumpkin pie.
Butterscotch.
What? What about a cheesecake pie? Apparently they sell it at Denny's, right? Well, I've never had a pie before. Everyone talks about the juicy, crumbling crust and the lemons and the
Were you talking about me?
Hi.
Hello. Hello, little Soph.
Oh, can I touch you? Consent?
Yes.
Oh, but no.
Well, what's wrong, little Soph? I don't understand.
I don't belong here. I can't eat you. I don't deserve you.
Don't deserve me?
No.
Oh, little Soph, shh. Don't say things like that. Just allow yourself to be surrounded by me, little Soph.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
you deserve me, little Soph.
I do.
Yeah. Yes.
Raspberries.
Little Soph, what's wrong now? I don't understand. What's wrong?
I'm too ugly. That's why the raspberries left.
Little Soph. Shh, don't think about that.
What?
I can make you beautiful, little Soph.
Really?
Open up.
Yeah, make me pretty.
Open up, little Soph.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
Little Soph, don't mind them. Don't pay any attention to them.
I want to.
No, don't. Just look at me, little Soph.
What's crazy?
Allow yourself to be covered in me, little Soph.
Let me. Little bit on my toe. Nail, yeah.
You want a little somewhere else?
My palm.
Right here. Here.
Oh, yeah. A little bit left here. Yeah.
What's wrong now, little Soph? You seem like something is really bothering you deep down. I don't know what it is, but what's wrong?
I don't know why I'm here.
You don't know why you're here?
Yeah, what is my purpose?
Who are you? How could you say such a thing? You know your purpose, little Soph.
What?
Your purpose is to eat
What?
more
What?
pie.
Really?
Yes.
That's my purpose.
Yes, that's your purpose. A nice little circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come here. Oh, raspberry. Come here. Oh, you're so real.
Oh no, I'm all in your mind. You know that.
Oh, I don't care.
Spiritual ascendance, yes. Now, don't speak.
Oh, my
Don't
gosh.
think about anything, okay? Don't think about how you don't have any friends besides me, little Soph.
What?
Don't think about how your hair always looks a little weird, and don't think about how you're too afraid to go to the dentist on your own. Don't think about those things. Okay? Don't think about how you care too much about your cat's opinion. Don't think too much about how you're so ugly. You're so lonely, and it's all your fault.
It was inside of me all along.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. I love everybody's faces right now. It's really dark, so I can't see their faces. But it's really cool when everyone's just like, can everyone see this? Yeah. So these people are from Del Arte School of Physical Theater. You done?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! It was really important to recruit new people into the scene because we've been doing the puppet slams for about 10 years now, and it started off at the Playhouse. And Professor Williker was the original host, and he was a crazy puppet that we had to retire because he was too crazy, and he's on medication now. Yeah, I know. And Bobby took over, and now Bobby's on medication. So this puppet scene can be really crazy. Yeah. And I actually met them because Damla was looking for a room to rent because she's a Del Arte student. And she called me up looking for a room for rent because I listed myself as a person that would rent a room to a Del Arte student. And we wanted to talk for like 3 hours. And I was like, who is this person? Like, when are you gonna come here? I'm gonna be here next month. Anyways, and so I recruited them to be part of this thing because we needed to have some new crazy people. And
thank you.
Yeah. It's really important to get the community involved in this, and I'm sure some of you are going to go home and you're going to think that you're puppeteers.
Wow.
Yeah, you're all puppeteers, right? Because when you get up in the morning and you're putting your clothes on, you talk to yourself, and the socks are the perfect puppet, right? And you put your shoes on; those are great puppets too. I mean, anything can be a puppet, right? No, not right. So part of this deal is, did you see her push that button? I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. Yeah. So we have a video now. Quack and Wabbit are a group of puppeteers that refuse to perform here live. They refuse because they think that we're all improvising and making things up. This is all well trained and well thought out, right? But this is about the thin veil, and this is a film about. But this is Yumi Ozaki and Tanya Crowley. Yumi's dad passed away just in February, at the ripe age of 94. May we all live to be 94 or 95, that would be great. And they made this video about, in honor of him, through the art of Quack and Wabbit. And we did hear some quacks, and we did, wait a minute. Yeah, see, Bobby refused to wear this for this whole thing. So, this is where the Quack and Wabbit film called Behind the Thin Veil. Oh, it was created for Behind the Thin Veil, so Magico Presto.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, everybody! My name is Red Rover, the cute and adorable Froggy, or Froggy for short. And this is my granny!
Why, hello out there!
And we are sitting in for Yumi to pay tribute to George Ozaki, or Papa-san as she calls him.
George Ozaki, ooh la la! Quite a looker, that George.
Okay, Granny, slow down, hold your horses. Focus! Yumi wanted us to share some words of wisdom from Papa-san. Number 1, be kind.
That's a nice one, Froggy.
Yes, and you know, he was a very kind man, wasn't he, Granny?
A very kind man.
Number 2, if you have a choice between fighting or peace, choose peace.
Peace out.
That's right. And he chose to walk away from a fight one time.
Oh, a very peaceful gentleman.
Yes. Number 3, you get what you paid for. So, in other words, buy the most expensive thing.
Don't be a cheapskate.
And number 4, last but not least, eat sweets when you can. And you always can.
Cafe, latte, lollipops all around the house.
That's right.
Oh, dear.
Boy. All laughter and funniness aside, we will always remember you, Papa-san, with fondness in our hearts.
Yes, we will.
And we have a song for you.
This one's for you, Papa-san.
All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you. Iskalama bulela, Iskalama bulela, Iskalama bulela, Iskalama bulela. All I ask of you is forever to remember me as loving you.
See that. Had to fix something really quick. Wait a minute. You know what this says? It says that the puppet show is almost over, but not yet because there's an intermission. Right? So your mission right now is to come back in 15 minutes. That's your mission. And enjoy yourself. This is about the thin veil. So has anybody had anybody pass away in the last couple years? We could say their name, because that's what it's all about. It's about never forgetting. My friend Shiro died, and she was a very special person to me. So does anybody else have any names they want to throw out there? Joan.
Kiri. Christine.
Christine.
Kiri.
Kiri. Andrew.
Sophia.
Grayson.
Grace.
Shane.
Shane. Yeah. So let's just have some solemn 60 seconds. We just had a 15-minute break, so now we have a 60-second solemn thought about all our friends that have come and gone. It's a fact of life. 60 seconds begins now. Reboot our lives now. Things are starting all over again. Perseverance furthers. Furthering perseverance.
of Changes does mention a veil once. And I will tell you the story in 6 acts. 6 lines of change that create this hexagram called the darkening of the light. To help me tell this story, I have here 2 of my 8 elemental friends. Earth in yellow and fire. One above. One below. One within and one without. Above, the receptive earth, grounding in physical reality. In the family, it is the mother, receptive and nurturing, but also very heavy. Below is fire, discerning, clarifying. In the family, it is the second part, bright, insightful. It is the beauty and energy of life. Darkening of the light. The light has sunk into the earth. The image of darkening of the light. Thus does the superior person live with the great mass. He thins his veil, yet still shines. See here, the sun has sunk under the earth as if eclipsed. A person of dark nature is in a position of authority. They bring harm to the wise and able person below them. Let me start with the 6 lines. 6 acts. Act 1, Yang. Targeting of the light during flight. They lower their wings. Wandering about, they do not eat for 3 days, but do have somewhere to go. The host has occasion to gossip about them. Here, the darkening is only at its beginning. We see a bright person attempting to soar above all obstacles, but encounters a hostile fate and is forced to retreat. They suffer, not wanting to compromise their integrity, and though their own goals are clear, they cannot rest. Surrounded by peoples speak ill of them. Act 2. Begin. Darkening of the light injures in the left thigh. Gives aid with the strength of a horse. Good fortune. Here, the bright person is wounded by the darker spirit. But the injury is not fatal. It is only a hindrance. Rescue is still possible. All remaining strength is devoted to saving all that can be saved. There is good fortune in this act of duty. Act 3. Darkening of the light during the hunt in the south. Their great leader is captured. One must not expect perseverance too soon. Here, it seems as if chance was at work. While struggling to maintain order, the bright person seizes the ringleader of disorder. A good victory may have been achieved. However, the effects of abuses that have been in existence so long may linger. Act 4. Penetrates the left side of the belly. One gets at the heart of the darkening of the light. Here, the bright person discovers the depth in which the darkness actually reaches. The bright person realizes that there is no longer any hope of improvement, and therefore has one final chance to flee the scene of impending disaster before it strikes. Of the light, as with Prince Chi, perseverance further. Now, Prince Chi was a sage in ancient China, and as a relative of the tyrant King Zhao, he lived in the royal court and could not retreat. Others spoke their minds to the tyrant, and the hearts literally got out. But the prince feigned insanity to conceal his true sentiment. Although he was held as a slave, he did not allow external misery to deflect him from his convictions. In such times of overwhelming darkness, those who cannot leave their posts need invincible perseverance of spirit and redoubled caution.
And Bobby's mouth broke. Yeah. But it happens all the time. It's part of being a puppeteer is you have to be able to repair your puppet right on the spot or not. And And I tried really hard to repair it in the moments that I had in between doing this. And Bobby told me, give up. Just let me lie down. I'm really tired. So I shut Bobby up. He was so good, he broke the mouth. Now this is a shadow puppet screen. And my name is Sean. And I became Sean because when I was growing up, I had a huge family. I was the last of 7 kids. There's me. And my dad was a really strong Irish Catholic guy. And my parents wanted to have 10 kids. Actually 13 kids. My mom wanted to have 12 boys and 1 girl. Yeah. And she had 7 kids. 6 boys and 1 girl. Now, my dad was a strong Catholic man, and of course, being a strong Catholic man, you have to go to a strong Catholic school. And so I went to a school called Holy Spirit. And I survived this school. Because all my teachers, yeah, let's get a round of applause for surviving. Because all my teachers were all Irish nuns from Ireland. Oh my God. They should have never been teachers. So I'm going to tell you the story about me surviving Holy Spirit School. My first grade teacher was Sister Vincent. And they wore they called them habits. But they're supposed to be married to God. But since this is a veil, it was kind of like the same thing. It was a veil. Sister Vincent was about 100 years old. She had red eyebrows, red hair, and a red face. And she used to come in and say, I smell dirty underwear. I smell dirty underwear. And then there was Mrs. Giblin. Move over, Sister Vincent. Sister Vincent taught one of my other teachers when she was a little girl, so she was 1,000 years old. And then there was Mrs. Giblin. She looked like Frankenstein. She was a terrible teacher. She had no personality, and she was really big. And she was kind of scary. And our art classes was, now we're going to draw a little circle up on the drawing board, and then we're going to draw another circle above it, and then we're going to draw some little ears here, and then we're going to get a little piece of cotton and glue it to the tail, and that's your bunny. Everyone's going to make the same thing. I was like, wow, this is art? I was a little kid. Oh, Sister Vincent, one day I wrote my name in balloon letters, and she says, you do not write your name like that, you write it like this. And I didn't even know how to say fuck you at the time. These were the kids here. But in my mind, my little first grade mind, I said, fuck you. And then there was Sister Teresa. She was so nice. She was very angelic and nice and sweet. What a relief after Mrs. Giblin. Move over, Miss Giblin. Give her some a little bit more light. Look at that. Doesn't she look sweet? One of my friends told me he was in love with her. And then there was Sister Anne. Da, 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 da. She was psycho. When she walked into the room, that's the music that happened. She used to scream at us and hit us with rulers. And then there was Sister Anne. Oh, she was a light in my life. Look at her. She actually was a pretty cool teacher. She was happy. She smiled. Look, she has a smile on her face. Sister Ann never had a smile on her face. And every once in a while, the nuns would not wear, or they wouldn't wear their habit, and they had hair. Oh my God! Do you see Sister Ann? She had hair. Oh my God! That was 4th grade. In 5th grade, we had Sister Marion. Oh my God! Everybody hated her. She was really super tall, and she used to have these little things that she'd blow her nose in front of us, and then she'd stick it inside of her sleeve. And she used to point at things like this with her little finger.
What are you doing there?
I thought, man, does she even know what she's doing? Is she even a teacher? Sister Marion, who were you? Who sent you to torture us? God, why don't you like Sister Ann? God, Sister Marion, where were you from? This is my internal dialogue right now. And then there was Sister Hannah. Oh, Sister Hannah. She actually smiled at Sister Marion. Why don't you lighten up on the kids?
Why don't you mind your own business?
And then in 7th grade, the nuns around 7th or 8th grade, we were like 12 or 13, we started figuring out that these nuns they have little things that we can push on them and drive them over the edge. And so the nuns wouldn't work on us anymore on 7th grade. So they had Mrs. Russell, Rita Russell. She was kind of related to Mrs. Giblin in a way, in that they didn't smile much. Unless Mrs. Russell talked about her cows, she smiled. Really weird. And she talked about her daughter, she smiled. I always felt bad for Mrs. Russell, because she got stuck with us, but she always wore a sweater and a string of beads, pearls. Wow, Mrs. Russell. All these people are dead now. Get over Mrs. Russell. And in 8th grade, they're like, okay, Mrs. Russell, she did her magic. Hey, Mrs. Russell. But 8th grade, it was crazy. We were like growing pubic hairs. Boys started smelling. Girls started growing breasts. Their legs got longer. It got more interesting. So then one day, we get this teacher named Mr. Crumpacker. And Mr. Crumpacker, we had him for about 2 weeks. Because he was just this hippie guy. This was 1970. And one day he brought his girlfriend in. We don't know why. And she tried to teach us too. And I think she was really nervous because her voice got really high like this. And we made fun of her. And she never came back. And then the next day, Mr. Crumpacker came in and said, "You guys were really mean to my girlfriend. She was really hurt by what you laughed at her." And I'm like, well, what do you expect? I mean, who was she? Who are you, Mr. Crumpacker? I mean, you might have been cool, I don't know. But you only stayed for 2 weeks. Damn. With a name like that, Mr. Crumpacker? You're asking for it, dude. Come on. Stand next to Mrs. Russell. And then they got this teacher, Mr. Flag.
Oh, no.
And he was an African black man. And he told us stories about being in Nigeria and Morocco and having people's hands cut off because they stole in the middle of the courtyard. And we thought that was pretty cool. We called him Black Flag. And he was pretty cool, but he only stayed for about 3 weeks. He wore a suit every day. He was a pretty cool guy. And then we got Mr. Robinson. And Mr. Robinson was way cool. He was nothing like these people. Not at all. I mean, Mr. Crumpacker could have been close to cool, but not even. Not even this, I smell your dirty underwear, Sister Vincent. She couldn't even begin to be cool. She was too old to be cool. I know. But she was ancient. She was like 10,000 years old. She was the dawn of the living dead, you know? But Mr. Hey, Mr. Crumpacker. I love your name, Mr. Crumpacker. Cool name. But Mr. Robinson, they found the right guy for us because we all liked him. He had a mobile home, and one day he took us in the mobile home and went to a big field and we made rockets and we fired them off. He had us picking stock, doing the stock market. We'd pick a stock and he would follow it and calculate how much money we made or lost. He brought newspapers in and he read to us. And he was cool. I mean, there's this newspaper that he read all the time. He was a cool guy. He always wore a short sleeve shirt and a tie and slick back hair. And thank you, Mr. Robinson, because you were a light in the darkness of Holy Spirit Catholic School. And that's the end. But now we're going to have a little film by the Crabtree, and the music is done, or was done, I'm not sure if it's live or not, by the Cowtown Serenaders, featuring a full-length film coming out in 2025, in parentheses, hopefully. This is by the Crabtree local artists. lovely. Isn't that what cats do? I have a cat, and they're totally like this. All of a sudden. Wow, that was cool. Let's give her another round of applause for that.
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. She did.
Good. Double play. That was a good one, right? Yeah.
So now we have, oh my God, this is great. This is great because we've had so many cool acts happen, and we're gonna have 2 more. Who's coming up next? But the What Nots production. Cam and Shirley. Shirley and Cam, come on up.
Oh, hey, Shirley. Hey, Cam. Hey, Lily. Hey, welcome to my Halloween party.
All right, Bear, this is nice. Yeah, I like the decorations.
Thanks.
Wasn't Halloween like weeks ago?
What?
Yeah, it was like the 31st, man.
Guess I ate too many gummies or something. Oh, jeez. Oh. But hey, I brought something cool for us, the big event.
Cool. What have you got for us, Bear?
I got a board game. Oh, it's pretty sick. Hold on. Yeah, check it out.
Bear, those are so dangerous.
What? I thought it was Scrabble.
Yeah, I don't know about this, Bear. This seems kind of dangerous. I've heard bad things happen when you use these.
You don't buy all that hocus pocus, do you? That's just like a board game, a Ouija board. Yeah, it's like a nice pastime people enjoy.
All right, I'll take it. How do we play?
Well, I think you need to ask it a question.
Okay. Thanks, Cam. No problem. All right. So, should I have more gummies? Oh, it's going to yes. Yeah! Woo!
Bear! I could see you moving that. And Cam, too, I think.
No. Maybe. Now what? Oh, follow-up question. Where did I put my gummies? It's not moving. Doesn't work. Broken.
Here, you try.
There you go, Shirley.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
All right. Here. Oh, Lily, you're just kind of taking over. Yeah, it's spelling words. It's saying maybe this party would be a little better if Bear wasn't eating so many gummies and actually hung up some like Halloween decorations. There's a lot to say about the decor of this here gathering that we're trying to have.
That sounds really personal. That was you, Lily.
Guilty.
It's not like coming from a mile away.
You puppets are being ridiculous.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're all right, Cam.
Oh, thanks.
But this thing is like, pretty cool. This represents a real opportunity to like reach to the other side, Pierce the thin veil.
Oh my God! Yeah!
Yeah, you know what I mean. Pierce the thin veil. All right. Now, I don't know, maybe if we concentrate a little harder, get some help from the audience here. What do you think, Cam?
Oh, yeah, let's do this. All right, so we need everybody to close your eyes, focus your energy, and maybe we can communicate to the other side.
Here we go, everyone. All right. Spirits of the other side, we're not afraid! Show yourself! Come to us! All right.
What happened?
Oh, Bear's been paralyzed. yeah, I never would have believed.
Thanks. So, what would you like to ask me?
Oh, didn't have anything in mind, really. Yeah, we talked about piercing you.
Oh. I'm so afraid. Get it? Afraid.
Good one, Vale.
It would be so terrifying.
Jokes are wearing thin, Vale.
You got me on that one.
Well, thanks for showing up. You really made this show special.
Oh, no problem. Although I have to be going. I am tonight's theme after all.
Probably wrong, too.
Indeed.
Ta-ta. Bye.
I'm outie, fools.
Well, this is a pretty crazy 4.5-minute party.
Oh, yeah. Bear's like totally like out.
Yeah, we're not going to see a lot of him. And he left us this whole group of people to entertain.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe sneak out the side. Let them figure it out for themselves.
They're the messengers, they're our ancestors. Oh yeah, ravens are really super smart. My brother Kevin moved in with me. I saved him from he had a stroke, and he was living in Sacramento. He had a stroke, and he had nobody taking care of him. And he was living in his house, and he started drinking alcohol, which he never did before. And he nearly drank himself to death. And if I hadn't given him a phone call, because when we originally started discussing doing this, there was this thing called the million phone calls, or the
Conversations I wish I had.
conversations I wish I had. And this is about people that you should have called before you should have talked to them. And I saved I was talking about my brothers, I saved 2 of my brothers' lives by just calling them up and saying, hey, how's it going? And he didn't sound good when I talked to him. His speech was slurred, he was talking really slow, he kept repeating himself, and I was here and he was there in Sacramento, and I was like, man, this doesn't sound good. So I called up one of my brothers and said, hey, have you seen Kevin lately? And he's like, no, I saw him like a month ago. I go, something's wrong with him. He's like, he doesn't sound good. You should go over there and see him. And he's like, I'll try to go over there. But I called my other brother, my oldest brother, I said, hey, Pat, you should go over to Kevin's house, and something wrong with him. And he was basically sprawled out on the floor. He couldn't move, and they had to break the door down, and they called the 911, and they came, and they brought him out in a body bag. And he was that close to dead. And if I hadn't called him, a random phone call, he would have died in his house. And now he's living with me. And he's really a spiritual person. He's an artist and musician. And he's 10 years older than me, and so we grew up together, and he taught me a lot about being an artist and about being creative, about using stuff from the streets, and he's always talking to ravens. And he goes down the store down the street from my house, and he feeds the ravens. And ravens, they start to recognize you. They recognize your voice, they recognize your face. And he started feeding the ravens, and they started waiting for him to come down to the store. And they'd sit up on the wire and like, and one day he was sitting there. Well, one day I went down to the store with my bike, and we looked very similar, and a raven flew up and landed on my bike and looked at me like, and then flew off. And I was like, so I went home and I told him, Kevin, this raven like landed on my bike and looked at me like I was you. And he goes, oh, that's one of my friends, you know. And so one day he's sitting there all by himself, there's nothing around him, and he's just sitting there, he's drinking coffee at a little table they have in front of Murphy's Market there on Glendale Drive, I'm giving you my address where I live. And all of a sudden, this plastic orange comes falling out of the sky. A little plastic orange with a navel on it. And he was like, there's nobody around. And he picks it up, and there's these little holes poked into it, where the raven had poked its beak into the plastic orange and gave it to him. Dropped it at his feet. And he came home and he goes, look at this, a raven gave me this plastic orange. So he made a rattle out of it. He covered it with leather and put rocks in it, and now he shakes it. And the raven, like, they wait for him every day. So I'm really glad that those ravens flew through, because ravens are really important. And so that's the story about ravens. Boobeeboo Island, Part 2.
Denser the air grows around them, and the light from Poochpoo's staff dies out suddenly. His skin tingles, and his matted hair stands on end. He senses the presence of an unseen other, and a strong gaze upon him. He moves forward despite his instinct, sensing the space opening wider, yet the air here hangs dead. All around, he can make out the faint sounds of dripping, as of a thick liquid on the moist earth.
You step into my lair and wish to make a request an audience with my jewel. Whether or not your request will be granted will depend on what I choose to come to pass. First of all, light that staff.
I come not on my own behalf, but bear the one who wishes audience. I ask ya, allow me to present this one.
You are an affront to me, but I will allow you to present this one, if only for my curiosity of that which this one holds. O guardian of our spawn, we come now to offer our sons unto you, so that we may have audience with your jewel. That is indeed a high request. As well you know the cost of such an audience. Enter my channel and you shall not return again to the air. All knowledge within your form will pass from you to reside ever within me. This we know, and willingly we present ourselves to this end, and in so doing, we forward an offering unto your raven desire. My desire, tree source, by what stature is such an offering ventured? By the stature of our tree we entreat you, of the one tree, taproot be we, bottom of Slazia, Plateau called by those who call. All these things I perceive, yet what for me do you contain? We contain stories of origin, we contain knowledge known to none. Old is our memory, and every instance imprinted. All inward have we retained, even unto the other place beyond, where our spawn and we were one. And now, as again we reunite, you alone will bear witness to these secrets. And indeed will I, for I am the one who can contain the full knowledge. Truly, indeed you are, and by design can you alone encapsulate and preserve us. And at the same time, we offer you the gift to preserve not only us, but also the stories of your children. And by what means shall this preservation prevail? You will be released from your very bond to the Kinetic tree, to fully inhabit the realm known as Shiny Gliding Land, guardians will pour forth, filling this realm over which you alone will preside in full authority from now until one or the other shall perish.
Yet one essential detail have you not acknowledged, tree source. If it be my jewel is severed from the root, my tree will utterly wither. I, as the guardian of my tree, must preserve their life at any cost. So, though my tree's stories dissipate before me into the black fire, I cannot choose that which will bring harm to my tree. Bearer, bring me the tree source.
Cook.
Our offering has been presented, gentle heart. By the guardian's will must we now abide. Tree source, you have been granted rare passage, and in so doing relinquish your form in all that you hold. In return, will your resonance be contained undiminished within my form? For the perfection of my jewel do I allow you passage. Enter now.
Poochpoo hands Eustache the taproot, and she swallows them whole. Eustache seems to fall into a dream state. Chanting, perhaps in a strange and unknown tongue, she rides throughout the lair, coiling and unfolding as she moves in
Strange to me, and immense is this light. My jewel, where are you? Many leaves have you become. Your resonance dissipates. Are you lost to your keeper? For the sake of your keeper, if I have guarded the shadow with diligence, speak unto my being one final time, shadow of the world.
From deep within, Eustache calls a different voice, but one which Eustache knows intimately.
Our guardian, with diligence, have you guarded the shadow of our being? And now, the time of releasing has come. Let us now separate from the very earth to rest in you, time.
as the root chewer you are.
Another burden I carry. I ate long time from the fruit of your tree and got them human stories in me. Not in the root I will, but first make me dog again. Suck them human stories from my being, so I can nod in the root like a true pooch.
Let us be swift. We lose essence by the moment.
Mustache opens her massive fangs and punctures Poochpoo's side. He cries out. When the fangs come out, Poochpoo haunches on all fours, never to be upright again. Poochpoo hobbles to where Mustache and the root are connected. Poochpoo gnaws away at the root until it's chewed through completely.
Farewell, pristine forms, and come forth essences.
Black sap begins to issue from the severed root, flooding the layer and rushing through underground passages. Deeper and deeper the sap flows. Mustache luxuriating in the gooey essence, her voice can be heard as she slithers away.
Come along, my own. We go forth to our rest.
Poochpoo climbs to the steep rocky passage out into a hazy night sky. He no longer assumes the form of human, but moves like a dog. He issues a long, wailing howl full of loss and relief.
Get that checked, Joe. Don't let that linger. You know, like ask yourself some questions, run it through the mill, doubt yourself every now and then before you check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Okay, I'm supposed to have some backup dances. So that's gonna happen. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna do some promotions. Besides being the Kinetic Paranormal Society was up in this house, let's also give a big shout out to all the people who did the logistics and sent the emails. Taylor, I'm looking at you, girl. We're actually I'm looking at you. Yeah. There's a lot of people who made this happen, and we're about to be closing this house. So I just want to shout out. I also want to say my homie Isaac, where's the top hat dude, wrote a book. It's free. It's about Superman, and I know that sounds like it might not be your thing, but for real though, it's just tight. 5 stars. Go look at the reviews. I mean, people don't like that superhero business. I'm like, what? How do you do that? Made it interesting. What? No, for real though, he's gonna hand you a flyer. You should ask him for him because it's a gift for you. Merry Christmas. Anyway, yeah, I got one backup dancer. Do I have my other backup dancer in the house? No? No? She's running out. Maybe she had to dip out. That happens, but you know what? We can handle it! So, let me, hey, drop me a beat! Yeah, here we go. It's about to get supernatural, paranormal, to think that seeing is believing, never needing ever question that perception is a weapon when it's aimed without discretion. Did I mention that this lesson is a test you better mess with if you expect to resurrect who is your bets up under pressure? Any measure of the treasure that you store away inside you will surprise you or derive you. All depends on how which line you think is clever, never matter, still denying what is bleeding, still they're crying. Life is trying, but that child that you were and everything that you have been through, we compiled into yourself will have effect on how you see and what you do. So now I'm breaking it down, let's bring it down to the ground. Let's know that anything can happen when we all become clowns, because everything is limitless until you can't admit you miss, for then you have just dismissed. This ain't no diss, but your temptation. Feel the tension as you skirt the next dimension. Penetration of the veil to the realm of revelation is the place that we are going at the rate that we can handle. Light your candle, do not burn it unattended, unless you want the unexpected resurrection of the fire deep inside you, all inspired. It's igniting, kind of frightening what we're hiding in the mire that's residing, will not tire. Hope you're finding it's not dire, because simply always giving, benefiting of the doubt. Shake it out, make it out, we believe it once again. My friend, we stand from the same in the end, again and again. It's the rhythm that will send up through your feet. Now feel that beat, now feel what I'm giving. Duly schooling misconceptions we be playing on display and never straying from the script. We be making up succinct, I'm saying everything you think is something is constructed from your wanting, whether it is something you have or just a dream that you have, and answers questions inside your head. That came out, and major props to everybody that came out on the live stream because you couldn't make it out. I'm Slam Dunk, we're the Kinetic Paranormal Society. The Sanctuary is the house! For real, y'all, check out that cognitive bias. It's gonna sneak up on you one day and you're gonna be like, what? But I'm sure I was right. And like, well, of course you think you're right. Isn't that convenient? Like, seriously.
All right, thank you so much for coming out tonight.